Darren, I think we saw all the battling qualities you've been talking about for the last few weeks in that game tonight.
Yeah, another clean sheet. I mean, it's something to be proud of as a manager. The togetherness they're showing, to not let that ball go in the back of the net. And I've always said, if you concede goals, you lose football matches. So it's a real good belief within the dressing room. I thought in the first half we had majority of the possession. We had to deal again with the direct balls into the box, and two centre-halves had to be aware of that threat in behind. Obviously it's where they tried to exploit us, but I thought two centre-halves again and both full-backs dealt with the aerial bombardment, and obviously Arthur, any ball that went into the box, if he could catch it, he was, and he was very proactive. So again, another special display. Another clean sheet, but I thought we were the team that tried with the intent to score goals and play.
I was going to say that. I mean, Stevenage are below you in the table. They perhaps need the points more than you, needed the win more. Were you surprised how rigorous they stayed and how solid they were, not really committing too many men forward?
Yeah, I mean, that sometimes happens with pressure, and they need results. They're fighting for their lives, and I know that because we was in that situation not so long ago. But I think Darren will be pleased with a draw. I'm not. I want to win every game, and I keep explaining to the players I want to win every game. But we come away from there with a draw, and it's something that we have to accept.
8 clean sheets in 9 games now. You're going to start giving defensive masterclasses soon, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, when I took over as manager, I had to build from back to front, and I've tried to do that. I've tried to come up with the attention to detail, as I spoke to you earlier before. It happened on the first corner. Smithy had a shirt up around his neck, and again, you make these officials aware of it, but as far as what they do, that's up to them. I find it amazing that you can come and officiate a game nowadays, but not know what you're up against, or not study the game. Whether they do or not, I don't know, but I was very surprised by speaking with the fourth official today, and some watch it and some don't, but I think it's a valuable tool when you've got an opportunity to watch the opposition or watch what goes on in the box, but perhaps it's something I may have to talk to him about.
I've got to ask you about the Ben Kennedy challenge. I mean, no place in football for that, nowhere near the ball, looked at Kevin Dawson, and as cynical a challenge as you'll ever see.
Yeah, it was dreadful. You don't want to see anything like that in football. They apologised, to be fair. I think I would have to if I was a manager, but hopefully Kevin's going to be alright. He's got ice on his leg now, and I think if that happened outside, you end up getting arrested. But he's a young lad, these things happen, and we just got to make sure Kev's okay now.
Who was it apologised? Was it their manager?
Yeah, so these things happen, and it's not him that's dictated that tackle, but you expect the officials to do their job, because I could have been in the bottom 2 today, and that was definitely a sending off.
You're not in the bottom 2. You move another point clear tonight. You're edging closer to mathematical safety, aren't you?
Yeah, it is, and every point that you play for, I want the players to finish strong this season. They're playing for the futures, they're playing for the football club, and it's something to be proud of to wear the shirt at the moment. And I want to make sure that continues every week. I mean, we've got a great 2 games coming up now, Exeter and Bristol Rovers. So if I was a player and I was getting paid to be involved in this environment, I'd be particularly pleased.
It says something. Dagenham and Redbridge won tonight. A few weeks ago, I'd have been asking you about that. How worried are you? You look very confident. The fact that Dagenham won doesn't really affect how you think about things now.
I've always tried to be confident as a manager, because I think they've got to see a leadership, and I've got to be the one that drives them. I'll have to recharge my batteries in the next 2 hours, but I'll be ready to go again for Exeter.
How much are you looking forward to Exeter and taking on Paul Tisdale? You've both been nominated for Manager of the Month. He's the second longest serving manager in English football. I'm sure you're relishing that challenge.
Yeah, I think the experience that he's gained being at that club is certainly something that I would want to achieve. He's a fantastic manager. He's got great ideas, and to hold that position for so long is an incredible achievement.
He's been voted best dressed on a regular basis as well, but you're a pretty natty dresser yourself. You're going to be rivaling him in those stakes on Saturday?
I'll try and look as sharp as I can, and you've always got to be dressed well in this game, and as I said, it's no good being dressed like a tramp and being a leader at the same time. Don't work.